every single thing.
Honestly, I'm just so annoyed. Like I can't bother.
There.
Why is birthday depression a thing? But we're going to turn her frown upside down by the end of this video. Of course, the first thing that I did was clean her face off with alcohol, spray her hairline back with Got To Be, and blow dried it back to get the hair out the way. I'm putting the closure wig on her head. This is a bob wig from House of Vane, and I'm just asking her where she wants to cut it, and I told her she should cut it at her cheeks, and she told me she look like Lord Farquaad. So I guess we're gonna cut it a little bit longer than that. Now I just got a dark brown cap from the hair store, and I'm using my Ghost Bond glue in this comb to put one layer of glue right in front of her hairline, and in order to even out that layer of glue, I'm just using the comb. And then I use the blow dryer on heat to kind of get it to dry clear faster, but I got tired of that and I just let it air dry, girl, because I don't have time for that. And then I just continued. This girl is always watching something disturbing on social media and trying to get me to look at it. Girl, I don't want to see that. But anyways, I'm just sewing down this cap, and I'm only going to sew down like the area where I think the closure is going to lay. This wig is a 4x4 HD closure wig from my brand House of Vane. Did I say that already? I can't really remember, but that's where it's from. And I'm just cutting off the excess because we don't need all this cap at all. And then I'm going to start off with my first layer of glue for the wig. I ended up doing 3 layers of glue, but I only recorded 1 because y'all know how I apply glue at this point. If you don't, go watch my other videos. If it's your first time, they are immaculate. I waited till all 3 layers dried clear, and then I put the wig on, and I lined up the hairline of the wig right to the very front of where I put the glue. And I'm using my little edges brush. Excuse like the excess Got To Be it has on the brush. I was supposed to wash it out with shampoo, but I didn't have time by the time she came, so I'm just using the comb part to really get that wig like pressed into the layer of glue. Then I cut off the excess lace in the front. As you can't really see how I'm cutting it because my hand is blocking it, but you can see my other hand kind of moving up and down, which means that I'm not really trying to get this line super straight. I want it to be jagged. And this is a HD lace, but this is how it looks initially. It looks like I could have put some makeup or I could have put some tint on it, but just wait, I'm gonna show you the trick, and you don't have to put no makeup or tint on it at all, and it blends like seamlessly because the lace is so thin. But yeah, I just added a little bit more glue under the parts that weren't laying down. I just wanted to show y'all how it look up close. Now I'm parting out my baby hair the same way that I did in my bomb ass baby hair tutorial. People think that you can't put baby hair on a closure because it's small, but you actually can. I don't know why people think that, but yeah, I'm using basically the same baby hair technique that I used in that video. If you have not seen it, then I'll link it up here, but I'm not really gonna go into much detail about this part because I posted about it already. Y'all, I have missed the smell of spritz so bad. I was setting up to do her hair and I just found some old spritz and I sprayed it, and I'm like, oh my god, this smell brings back so much memories. I'm gonna spray the lace with spritz today and not Got To Be spraying. Honestly, I ended up liking it way better. The spritz is the trick. After you lay your wig down with your glue, you have to go back on top of the hairline with the hairspray, Got To Be or spritz, and when you take the band off, that lace would have melted like nobody's business. So while it was melting, I just flat ironed her whole hair using my heat protectant and my flat iron. Everything that I use is linked below. And guys, look when I take the band off. Look what happened to the ashy hairline. What happened to the ashy hairline? I told you, you don't need makeup or tint when you're working with House of Vane's HD lace. It's just, you don't need it. You just need skill. Not even, you just need another trick, and I just told you the trick. But I'm just combing out the baby hair because it was kind of stiff from the spritz, and yeah, like I'm gonna keep showing off the hairline because it looks so good. I parted out a section of the closure to cover the tracks in the back, and I'm going to be using my wax stick, my hot comb, and a little bit of spritz in order to melt and mold down this whole closure. This girl keep on throwing up gang signs for my camera. I don't know who she affiliated with, but that is not approved by me. I'm using my hot comb now in order to really melt that wax into place. And I go back on top of it with a little bit of Fantasia spritz or pump it up, either whatever I grabbed first, honestly. And I'm going to do that throughout this entire closure, piece by piece, just like I showed you guys in my how to get your wig super flat video, which I'm going to link up here, which I also end up showing you additional techniques that you can use to really make sure that your wig is laying flat on top. But guys, do not be scared of the hot comb. The hot comb is really what's going to get you right. If you don't use the hot comb, your wig is not going to look nearly as flat as it could. But also, I did bleach the knots and pluck this wig off camera. Two things that I also have videos on my channel. I have two great plucking videos. One, I show you guys Arrogant Tay's technique, and one, I cultivated my own technique to show the girls how to be, scalpianas, and I recommend that you watch both. Look at how flat this closure is just by using a little bit of wax, a little bit of spritz, and a lot of bit of the hot comb. The other side is not lumpy, but you could definitely see a difference from this side, which I've molded, and the other side, which is not yet, crispy. I got the other side of the closure together off camera, but this is how it looks, and this is how it should look for you if you follow what I did. And now I'm going to start, getting Bobbiana together. I'm using the same technique that I used to cut this blunt cut in my how to make a layers video, minus adding the layers. I was standing in front of the camera for a lot of the clips, so I couldn't really get every single clip in. But what I did was basically take like 2 tracks at a time and use the previous track that I already cut as a guide to where I need to cut these next 2 tracks that I just took out the clip. So I'm not taking a lot of hair out at one time, or else the cut is not going to be crispy. It's going to be like, it's going to look like, your signal signs for how much coverage you have is not going to be straight at all. So I'm just taking 2 tracks at a time, and then I use the tracks on the bottom, which are already cut, as a guide to where I need to be cutting these tracks. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. If not, please go watch my how to cut layers tutorial, and that pretty much will show you how to cut a blunt cut on a bob. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch me finish up.
Huh? What? You can't be talking to me. What?
Girls get bobs and start swinging that neck, child. But I had already flat ironed this wig, so I'm not like doing like a deep flat iron, but I am going back in and I'm flat ironing the hair a little bit more, and I'm cutting some imperfections that I'm finding, me, just doing my thing. And I just have to say this because I get the DMs and I get the emails, and guys, I do not take hair clients. I do hair kind of as a hobby for YouTube, for people that I know, my family, my friends, but I do not take new clientele. If you are ever in Miami and you want your makeup done, however, I am taking makeup clients, and I own House of Vane, so I sell hair. Not just any hair, but the best hair. Like, you got to really value quality to shop with me. But that's what I do, guys. I just share what I know about hair on YouTube, but I don't actually take clients. And yeah, guys, I'm doing the baby hair. I curled my baby hair first, and then I cut it, and then now I'm just swooping my baby hairs, doing the basic 2 little swoops, which is the easiest baby hair to do, with mousse and my comb, and that's how I got it together. I'll let you guys watch because it's pretty self-explanatory, and y'all probably tired of my voice by now. My voice is tired of itself, so I'm just gonna be quiet. Y'all know the drill. You finish moosing it up, you finish swooping it up, you tie it down, you let it blow dry. When you take the band off, this is how it should look. I love doing my baby hairs with mousse now. I see that when I use Got to Be, the baby hair turns flaky. It turns like ashy. It looks white quicker. And I don't like that. When you use a mousse, it doesn't do that. But now I don't even know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just, final touches, finding any imperfections that I don't like and making sure that I fix it. You know how I am. Well, if you've been on my channel before, you know how I am. Real kind of OCD, real kind of perfectionist about this type of stuff. But this looks so good. I am like stunned at how cute this looks, and I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like, if I try to tell you what I'm doing, I don't even know. I think something was like sticking up in the corner right here that I didn't like, so I'm just using my spritz and I'm using my blow dryer in order to mold that little piece down that was sticking up. I didn't like it, but yeah, y'all. The part doesn't look bad as it is, but it's not really like sticking out. It's not really like, real crispy, real defined. So I'm just going in with some, first I went in with some brown black spray, and it was too brown, so then I just put black spray on top of that, and then I added like a lighter concealer down the middle of her part just to make that peek through a little bit more, make it look a little bit more realistic, just to make it look like, I keep saying crispy, but that's the word that just keeps coming to mind. And then I finish it off with a little bit more black spray. I cleaned the black spray that I accidentally got like on her forehead, off her forehead, with this little rag or washcloth and alcohol. And that was pretty much it, guys. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment below and wish Vanessa a happy birthday. It's her birthday and she was depressed for whatever reason, but I guess that does happen to all of us. Girls, it's your birthday. You can cry if you want to, but thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, please don't forget to like this video. The more likes that I get, it lets the algorithm know that my videos are really like, hard, and that they should put it on more people's YouTube homepage. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, guys, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.